Welcome, thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
All right, ready to go here. And here's the rookie center fielder, Parker Meadows. Fastball for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Oh, you got a little mistake right there.
And a curve misses outside. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-2. And another ball.
Okay.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Oh, great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Kerry Carpenter in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a curve, and he works at a sinker. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Up and in, and it's 2-1. Nobody out, runner at first. The 2-2 down.
It's going to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Riley Green. Here's a strike.
No ball. No strike.
Meadows stands at first with one out. Check on the runner. Meadows back on a dive. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And the righty deals. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Runner on the go. Swing and miss. For a second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Trying to make something happen there on offense, but that's the risk you run. Awesome. Strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning.
Back in Minnesota. And today's starting pitcher, Merrick Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Willie Castro, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a good eye there. And another ball. The lefty fires. And there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tie them up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff hitters on base. We'll see if the next guy leads into there's a called strike before he takes the mound for sure.
Carlos Correa, the next to hit, takes outside. Center field, settles underneath it, nabs it, and there's one down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's Royce Lewis. First pitch, not close. Good chase that time. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Grounded to third, could be two. Veerland lost the second, and that's two. So nothing in the Minnesota first. On to the second from Target Field. No score here on the show. Back in Target Field, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Lopez, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. The pitch. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Pass and misses. It's a strikeout.
Frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now the third baseman, Matt Veerling. Right through there for a strike. bases. And that's a double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get under the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
One out, runner at second. And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. And now they're missing low. Second inning here, no score. Next pitch is outside. Hard hit left side. Got him. So 2 down now, and here is Spencer Torkelson. Foul ball there. And it's second. And a foul ball. Now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Two outs. Got it. That's out number 3. 7 more runs here and a base hit. No errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. And here it comes. Sliced hard but foul. Slider for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Out to short. Whips it to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Played that ball perfectly, had a good angle on it, and got off the long throw as quickly as he could have. And any more time he takes on that play, it's probably an infield hit. Great arm strength as well.
Max Kepler at the plate. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Kepler, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Stays alive.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And now 1-2. Man at first, one away. Kicks and deals. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So first and second with one man gone. Matt Wallner getting ready to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
High fly ball to right field. This could go the distance, and it's gone. A monster shot to right. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. It would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Edouard Julien stands in here, takes ball one low. One down, base is empty. Missing inside, ball two. Skubal, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Already 3 runs across in the frame, bottom half of inning number 2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, and sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Two down, nobody on. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. There's a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. High fly ball out to left field. Green settles under it. Balls it in to end the inning. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. The batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. The pitch. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the blade, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Jake Rogers, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The Tigers trailing by 3. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. There's a strike up high. And the count even at
1
1.
ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1-2.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Here comes a pitch. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the right-hander deals. And that just misses. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's too high, ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Meadows swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swinging a foul straight back. Throw over to first, and he's back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
And that one popped to short. Correa makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now, designated hitter, Gary Carpenter.
So now the DH spot, Kerry Carpenter. Caught looking his first time up. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Santana. That ends the frame. 1 left for Detroit. They trail in this one 3-0. Back in Minnesota, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. The line of the pitch. Fastball for a strike. Misses off the plate. And a count even 1-1. And now the lefty. So now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And a ball evens the count. The line of the pitch. And another ball. Why to kick the pitch? Up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
Showed some really nice patience in that and put himself into a good count. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him in motion.
So, man aboard. Here's Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. And he takes a strike.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this part of the game.
And he deals. Just off the outside part of the plate.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Here's a 1-2. Right there. Not close. Full count now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
First and second, no outs. Here in the last half of the third. Just missed. Next offer in there for a strike. And they count 1-2. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Now, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You'll sometimes, as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Buxton stands in now, looks at that one inside. Castro over at second. Correa at first, 1 gone. Fouled off. Two on, 1 out. Out there to center. Meadows sizing this one up. And there are 2 outs. Now batting Max Kepler. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's outside. 1-0. First and second, 2 down.
definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Carlos Santana in the on-deck circle for the Twins. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with 3 bats.
2 outs, bases loaded. And next for Minnesota, Carlos Santana. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Jackson Joe up and throwing. Maeda also throwing.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs, you've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Two outs. That one ripped but foul. And here comes. And look out. That one gets it. The second man is blunting this one. Here's the left fielder, Matt Wilber. He's already homered in this game. The first pitch misses for ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And there's the strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in inning over. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. On to inning number 4. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers nothing. Back in target field as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Lopez back to work. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. You 2.
Ball.
This to third. And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. His first at bat was a strikeout. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. The Twins leading by 4. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one the other way. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Dearly takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Righty to the plate. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And the righty deals. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Not even close there. 2-2. Santana drifts towards it, and there's 2 away.
Now the second baseman, Colt Keith.
Man at first, and here is Colt Keith. 0 for 1 so far. Down the line. And that drops foul. Perez off of first with 2 away. Up and in. 1-2 the count.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering way off the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, it'll be the swing and miss.
And another ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And that's ball 4.
Boy, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Bounced up the middle. A sliding stop, and that's a nice play to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Edouard Julien. The lefty fires. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And a ground ball to first. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. Got him. Nice play.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flick to the pitch recovering. Those are those PFDs, pitchers fielding plays.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Fastball for a strike. One out, bases empty. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And ball 1. One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a pitch. Cuts on it and misses. says that's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate, but he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Castro in the box again. Takes a strike. Up the middle. Sweeney slings to first, and the Twins go 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for them there. We've played 4. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers nothing. New inning getting started, and now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Sweeney, 23 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Rogers, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ball.
Just missed. And that one is inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And he walked him.
But just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Or are we supposed to bring something?
See, I think just our presence is the present. So the batting order turns over, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. That catches the outside corner, going 1. And that one off the outside edge. Pickoff throw, and he's backing easily. The Tigers down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just off the outside corner, and the count is even 2-2. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
High in the air, out to right. Out, number 2.
Now the designated Gary Carpenter.
Next is the designated hitter, Gary Carpenter. First offering, and it just misses. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one hops against the fence. And that's a 2-out double. Well cut off, down to the plate. And he's out. And that ends the inning.
It was exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Carlos Correa. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And down the lefty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ripped to third. Zips it across. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. Swings and misses. 2 away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Buxton in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Kicks and fires. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That was the emergency hack right there.
2 down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase that time. Breaking ball inside. Now 2-2. 2 outs. Swings, throw it in, that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers nothing. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Lopez back to work. And that drops in for a strike. The 0-1. On the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off-speed away.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Twins leading by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. Trying to bunt his way on, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
No strike.
Perez, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Righty delivers. Here's a swing and a drive in left field, and he knew it. And they're chipping away. It's 4-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Oh, that one got the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Up now for the Tigers. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Left-hand batter waits. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Topa, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The pitch. Just missed.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wind of the pitch. This to the changeup. 3-2 now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on the plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Anthony DeSclafani takes over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. And the pitch. That one finds the zone.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation running on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. If you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
At the plate, Trey Sweeney.
Right there, looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Fair right there. I mean, slider didn't move to the very last moment. Got to be difficult to pick that up. Just got to tip your cap on that pick.
2 outs. Just misses with that one. At the belt and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Kicks and deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Buxton sprinting after it. Really had to move for that catch. And that's the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the... Back down to the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jackson Joe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the right fielder, Max Kepler.
The right fielder, Max Kepler.
And the pitch. Gets the call. Strike 1. Here comes a pitch. That's outside. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good eye right there.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And a pitch.
I'm sure he feels really good about that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Santana stands in now and watches strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Bo Brisky getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton also getting ready. 0-2 now as he swings through. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he will be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Now the left fielder, Matt Wallner, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ballgame.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the 2nd. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Wouldn't chase that time. First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 6th. In there at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bases loaded, no outs. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Julian in the box lays off for ball 1. They put the tag on him to first to save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You're going to look for something up in the zone. In worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Have no intent of stealing on that pitch.
2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a drive. That one carried. To the warning track, makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 4. This is Willie Castro, 1 for 2.
Both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Julian, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Twins 6, Tigers 2. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. The Tigers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Next pitch is outside. And he deals. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. 2 and
2
2.
balls, 2 strikes.
The line of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Lewis drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Carpenter stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
No strike.
Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on. Here the top half of inning number 7. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. The line of the pitch. Right through there for a strike. In the air, right field. Perez makes the catch. 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. Next next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
In high, that gets through.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch misses. And the righty deals. That one missed. Lewis at first, 1 gone. Off the plate and out 3-0. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still trying to get that ground ball double play.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting, he went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you might challenge the guy with the fastball.
So they bring on the veteran, Kenta Maeda.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Two on with 1 out. And now here is Max Kepler. In there at the knees.
But in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count. Then you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Off the mark there. And it's ball and strike. 2 on, 1 out.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
One foul off, 2-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch is outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Bill. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So the bases are loaded here, 1 gone. Carlos Santana digs in now. Base hit, 1 run in already. To third. Now drive, he's safe.
Gets the job done as he brings home the pair. I can watch base hits like that all day long, and so can every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive in the center field.
And the batter now, Matt Walmer. He's already homered here in this one. A little off front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 1 strike.
First and third, 1 down. Next offering is downstairs. That clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball to play, 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch with the best pitch you possibly can. Don't let the result be whatever it's going to be.
2-2.
He goes down looking. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch just misses. On the corner for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that one fouled up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put 2 on the board, 2 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Twins 8, Tigers 2. Back in target field, digging in, Riley Green. DeSclafani, 33 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2011. Bounce to the right side, gathers, and throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that one clips the corner.
No ball. 2 strikes.
0-2 now.
4-1.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-2.
Cut a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Out to short, Correa. Jump throw. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first.
The effort was there with the jump through. You got a little bit, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Here's the second baseman, Colt Heath. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And here comes. To third. Sneaks through, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Those singles back to back. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third base line. That's really excellent bat control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Torkelson in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear it out. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around third, he'll score easily. And it's 8-3.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So first and second with 2 outs. The batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike. Two outs. And it's foul away. Single pushes across a run. It's now 8-3. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. The right-hander back to work. And a curve misses outside, ball 1.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate for swings and pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs. He was all over that. Textbook bat control right there. Got the pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Willie Castro, the next Twin update. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Yo, 1. Bounce to third. Makes the sliding stop. Dearly over to second. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
The batter number 4. Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Man at first. Now Correa up to hit. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
There goes the runner. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green snags it.
Now batting, third baseman, Lewis.
Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. On the ground to third. Rolls across the diamond, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the Tigers 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Thielbar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now it's going to be Jake Rogers. A strikeout and a walk. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2 now. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Justin Topa preparing to come on if needed. Number 39 getting cranked up as well. And a pitch. And downstairs. That one missed. Strike three. Got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with a human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. The Twins leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. One down, base is empty. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really nice 2-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Julian on his way over. And it's caught for the out. So last chance for the Tigers. Next to hit, Harry Carpenter. Upstairs. With chase that time. The pitch. Tap to first. And foul ball. Is just 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. Ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shamley. Thanks for joining us.
hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Tigers, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Next, we're struck out here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.